Hello, hello, and welcome on into another episode of the Whiskey Crusaders. I'm Will.
I'm Matt.
Today we're sans Sarah, but we're trucking along without her anyway. We are drinking today the Johnnie Walker's Blended Batch. This is their wine cask blend. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button for us.
This is the Johnnie Walker's Blender's Batch Wine Cask Blend Experiment Number 6 blend. Because good gosh, could you maybe put a longer thing on here? You know, it's got this pretty little pink here. So make it look like the wine cask, the wine color, which is nice. 40%, because you know.
It's
why
Johnnie
not?
Walker.
It's Johnnie Walker. Most are 46%, or 40 instead of 46, which would be nice, but it is what it is, 40. So anyway, this is a gift from Eric Evanson. Thank you very much, Eric. We appreciate the gifts, especially the Johnnie Walkers. Even just some very amazing ones are actually quite good, so
Yeah.
we do greatly appreciate it.
Looking forward to trying this one.
Alright, so this is an experimental blend of grain and select malts in which some were matured in wine casks. This is crafted by Aimee Gibson, who's one of their expert blenders, and she spent 2 years working on it to refine this one. And it started with a project from Jim Beverage, who was their master blender, who talked about 10 years ago, experimenting with different types of casks. They used 50 different types of wine, which is insane for this thing. It's malts from the Highlands and Speyside. It came out in 2017. It is Cameronbridge, Clynlesh, and Roseisle in it. And Roseisle, apparently, I found out, is a distillery up in the Highlands that was built in 2010. Is the largest distillery in the world. It's a massive distillery owned by
I've never heard of it.
Me neither. It owns by Diageo. It's
Okay.
their master blend house.
Interesting.
I never heard of it before I researched this bottle, so
No.
that was very interesting to find that out.
Interesting.
But yeah, so it's 10-year-old, and it's just massive capacity. So, something, maybe we'll find one someday. Alrighty then.
This is a pretty typical Johnnie Walker nose of that grain and that malt, but quite a bit of that grain heavy.
Yeah.
I get quite a bit of that sharp, pointed, almost metallic note.
But you do pick up the wine, the red berries. But yeah, that grain is pretty predominant.
Yeah,
Metallic.
I would say that's probably 70% grain whiskey, maybe
Yeah.
30%.
I would agree. So yeah, so you've got little raspberries, you got some corn and some floral.
Mm-hmm.
Little vanilla, little peach, mint, and a tiny bit of maybe a little black pepper.
Yeah, I can get behind a lot of the red berry notes that I would typically find in wines.
Yeah.
Maybe even getting into some of the citrus notes. But they really are just kind of buried.
That
back
grain
in there.
is pretty predominant though, but they're there behind it for sure.
We're no age statement on this one, correct?
Yeah, no age statement.
Okay.
Cost $30, so good price point.
Not bad.
Alright, so let's see how this thing tastes. Tastes better than noses. It's got a pretty nice red berry, wine, tropical fruits. That's pretty nice. I like that.
Oh, yeah.
Banana bread.
The metallic note starts to kind of creep up towards the end, but
Yeah, but that's it.
it
dies
doesn't.
off.
Yeah, it doesn't actually ever
Yeah.
dominate. It really is quite red berry forward. Banana bread. Banana bread's a fun note.
Also, like taking a banana, rolling it in nuts, like the ones you get for like a banana split.
Mm-hmm.
But also then it's got some like that mango and papaya, all that black pepper and cinnamon in there too. But also got like this like a sand, like a wet beach and vines. In the very end, it's got that little copper metallic note.
Yeah. But it just kind of dings in there. It doesn't.
Yeah, and it just fades.
Yeah.
The palate is significantly better than the nose.
Agreed.
Like,
Agreed.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I was looking on the website. They said one of the things to combine this with was ginger ale. They said was really good, and drambuie to make a rusty nail.
Interesting.
So I haven't done those, but we could always do that at some point. We'll do cocktail night. It was good. I
I
actually
think just some club soda in this would be.
this is pretty
Well, I
nice.
mean-
I like this. Yeah, that's good. Tastes good.
And surprisingly enough, yet again, 40% beverage actually got improved by a drop of water for the first time.
That's crazy.
The little metallic ding that was in there
Gone.
subsides with the drop of water. So I feel like this would be good as a cocktail, I feel like this would be good as something over ice because, again, as soon as that water touches it, you're going to remove that little bit of metallic note that the Johnnie Walker has in it. So,
yeah, this is another really good. Eric, good job, man. You picked us some really stellar
Johnnie Walkers, yeah.
Johnnie Walkers, probably really some of the best ones we've had, to be real honest.
We weren't a big fan of their normal release stuff.
No,
but
really
in comes
not.
Eric with all of their special
the weird finishes and stuff, dude, they're good.
Yeah, man.
I enjoy this.
Thank you very much, good sir. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button for us. And until next time, keep on crusading for better whiskey in your glass.
Cheers.
Cheers.
I'm shocked it's actually good. Alright, so this is the Johnnie Walker Blender's Batch Wine Cask Blend Experiment number 6.
Oh, shit.
Okay, just say Johnnie Walker's Blender's Batch Wine Cask. I think you can probably...
Look right here. Johnnie Walker Blender's Batch Wine Cask Blend.
Perfect.
It's right there. I bet you I can do this.
Okay.
We'll see. I'm shocked it's as good as it is.
For $30.
$30, Johnnie Walker, come on. I wasn't expecting a lot.
No, I expected meh. I expected more like a crappy red blend. That's pretty good. I like that.